Recently, a whole ton of new rebirth dinosaurs were revealed. We originally had 4, now we have 8 different ones. So we're going to be ranking them all in today's video. And it turns out they were leaks. So I had to take the video down previously, so that's why they're all missing in that. But T-Rex, baby Aquilops, Velociraptor, and buildable Aquilops are new. But yeah, we're going to be going through 8, which also include Titanosaurus, Spinosaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, and Mosasaurus. Those were previously revealed. So how am I going to show them in this video? Well, I've drawn them, so technically I own these drawings now. And yeah, I'd like to talk about T-Rex. It's pretty cool, you know, but again, it looks very similar to the Dominion Rexy, the Jurassic Park Rexy. It's got the same color scheme. The only thing different really is the gray on top. So I'm going to have to rank this at a 6. And yes, obviously everything's all out of order. I've got baby Aquilops up now. And this is, so the small one, not the brick built one. I really like this one. So yeah, obviously everything in this video is out of order. If you skip through it, obviously T-Rex just got 6th ranking, but it was first on the video. So yeah, you're gonna have to watch till the end to see where I rank everything. But yes, I think the closest thing we have to it now is little Bumpy, because we did obviously get a big brick built Bumpy, and we're getting the exact same thing for Aquilops. So yeah, but I really love this figure. I love the oranges on it. I love the white markings on its legs and its face, its cool beak, and it's got the brown stripes on the tail. Only thing missing is the quills. Obviously they are a bit hard to do for Lego and stuff, but yeah. So I'm actually going to rank this at 2nd of my favorites revealed in the Rebirth wave. Next up, we have Velociraptor. Now, I heard a couple of people were disappointed in this, which I'm kind of, you know, it makes sense considering the Velociraptors we got previously, but I'm happy with it. If you will allow me, I'm going to explain my reasons. So obviously recently we got the Atrociraptors, the Pyroraptors, the Dilophosauruses, all that stuff. But, you know, Velociraptor remained on the same big mold. You know, blue was just too big, because Atrociraptor is meant to be bigger than Velociraptors, but they were too big. But the Atrociraptors and Pyroraptors perfectly fit on the human molds. You know, they were in scale, and so I think it's cool they're bringing down the Velociraptors in scale. So now you can pretend Ghost is the JP3 female and this new raptor is the JP3 male, and you can have them together. So I am actually going to rank this at 3rd. I know people are disappointed, but I love them a lot, and I love the colors too. Anyway, next up, we have Mosasaurus. Obviously, we have nothing like this. You know, we do have brick-built things, but we have no Mosasaurus yet. We did have one ages ago. I do not have that, and it's not really Jurassic Park or world related. So finally, we are getting a Mosasaurus. I think it's cool, you know, you can put alongside this brick-built T-Rex. I'm really hoping what they do now that they have the model to kind of recreate Mosasaurus, I'm hoping they do a blue one for the 10th anniversary, and hopefully we get a buildable Indominus Rex. That way we can have this brick-built T-Rex face up against it, and we can recreate the ending of Jurassic World. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, this new Mosasaurus is very cool. I'm surprised it's not in the Spinosaurus sets. It's in a set by itself with a smaller version of the boat. And yeah, I would prefer it be blue and stuff. It's still cool, but I am actually going to rank it at 4th. I do really like it. I'm glad we finally got Mosa. Next up, though, we have Spinosaurus. Very excited for this one. Obviously, we haven't had Spinosaurus yet, besides the Jurassic Park 3 Studio one, which, you know, is a really off-brand Spino. It looks like T-Rex, basically. But we have had Spinosaurs before, which was Baryonyx, obviously. Because some people kind of thought Spinosaurus would be on the Baryonyx mold. You know, they would give it the Indoraptor toe claws, which would have been awful. So I'm really glad they put it on the T-Rex mold. They gave it a new head. They didn't use the Baryonyx head. Thank God. You know, even though it was right there, it's a Spinosaur head, but that would have looked so uncanny on a big sort of figure. So I'm really glad they scaled it up. I think they used a similar jaw, but yes, they do have a new sail back thing and then a new tail as well, so that's super cool. I'm going to rank this at number 1. I'm so excited. I love Spinosaurus so much. Glad it's finally in Lego. Next up, we have the Quetzalcoatlus. Now, the one for Dominion I really loved. Everything about it was unique when they brought it into Dominion. You know, it had a new beak, the jaw, the body, even the wings. Everything on it was an entirely new mold. They put effort into it clearly. This one, not so much. So, they've just painted it entirely blue, even though it's brown in the movie. And then, you know, they have put a bit of brown on the wings, so I guess there's that. They put some cream color on the beak. It's got a yellow eye. But where its crest is meant to be, it's got nothing. Instead, it's still got the Dominion crest back up here. And that's blue, implying they were meant to, you know, get rid of it, but they didn't. And then you can see orange dots on the beak where the crest is meant to be. I'm putting this at 8th. I'm not impressed, sorry. And then next up we have Titanosaurus. This is actually more exciting. I am quite looking forward to this. Obviously, it is very clearly just a retooled Brachiosaurus. It has the exact same body as Brachiosaurus, and it's got the exact same neck, except thankfully, and I kind of expected them to do this, they've changed up the head. So they've, you know, given it that beluga whale sort of bump here, and then also a bit of a sail sort of thing. I don't think they've added a new tail to make it longer, which is cool because it has a really long tail in the movie. But I don't think they put a sail on the tail, which is interesting. At least they did on the neck, but they didn't make it orange, surprisingly enough. They just made it grey and instead made the beluga whale bump orange instead, even though that's meant to be grey. Very interesting, I don't know, but I'm glad to get a new species once again, so I'm ranking this at number 5, just below Mosasaurus. And then we get on to the last one, so you can probably already predict what I'm going to rank it. And I'm going to show Bumpy here as an example, because obviously, you know, this time around we're getting a small Aquilops and a brick-built Aquilops, which is the exact same situation for Bumpy. You know, we got a small one-piece mold, and then we're now getting a brick-built one. So another brick-built herbivore. Bumpy made more sense because you could pretend it was an adult, you know, and you could fit it in with other creatures. Like you can put it up against Toro, it would look somewhat normal, even though it's got a massive head. But Aquilops, at an adult size, you know, it would just be tiny. So it doesn't make too much sense unless you want it to be some sort of mutant Aquilops. I was going to rank it last, but obviously I had to spend all day drawing it, so I kind of gained a bit more love for it, you know, just respecting all its colors and stuff. So I'm ranking it 7. Everything else. Anyway, watch up here. I'll see you all later. Bye, everyone.